Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Aurora Luna Star, and today I am here with my wonderful, amazing sister. Her name is Susie Beiler. She is one of my galactic connections on this planet that I hold very dear because I know that a lot of us, as we're walking through the Earth plane, well, we have an interesting time of things in the density when we know that we've experienced something so much more aligned and authentic and sovereign. And so that's why we're here to help bring that to Gaia, to help everyone remember that we can be authentic and sovereign. And so Susie has this amazing
Sure can.
symposium. Yeah, right. So Susie has this amazing symposium, and I wanted to meet with her today so that I could share with all of you what this symposium is, what it's about, and how you'll be able to join us and tune in to all the amazing speakers that Susie has lined up. So Susie, thank you so much for being here today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
It is my
So exciting.
pleasure. So how did the Soul Power Symposium get started?
Yeah, so I had this vision of these lights turning on around planet Earth. There was like this light grid, and as I was watching this grid, these little lights were popping on all over the grid, and I was like, "Ooh, what is that? That's kind of cool." And the answer was that these lights are our souls lighting up, our human souls being activated. And I was like, okay, well, how can I help that? Like how can I be a part in facilitating that to happen, Because I want everyone's soul light to turn on, Can you imagine how much different this world would be if all of our lights were turned on? If we're all living our soul missions, that's my heaven on earth, right? So I was like, okay, what do I do? How can I help? And over time, then the Soul Power Symposium was born. I was like, we'll gather people who work with soul, who are experts in soul. Let's talk to Prime Creator about soul. Let's bring it all together in one big container and create some energy, create, some potency for one place and one time. Let's like put out some blasts of energy into the collective field, if you will. And so that's how it was. That's how I was born. I just followed my guidance and here we are in season two.
That's
So
so
exciting.
awesome. So if people wanted to join, what are they receiving from this Amaze Balls experience?
Baseballs. I love it. You're so fun. Yeah. So, what people will receive is a lot of inspiration, some healing, DNA activation. We do a lot of processes and meditations to get people galvanized and motivated to take some steps to live their mission or to expand, if you're already living your mission, to expand that energy in your life. And that inspiration piece, and then also joining in the container, I call it, right? When you create something and like all this energy is in one place. So when people step into the Soul Power Symposium container, they're stepping into a lot of energy. You're going to get the energy signatures and codes from the presenters who are living their soul missions, who are, every day doing what it takes to live their life purpose. And so you're going to get all of that energy and momentum that we've built up collectively as speakers over the years. That's over 100 years. That maybe it's probably over 200 years. That's a lot of energy, all of us together, that we've built up, right? I love thinking about it in that way, because it's like, well, I'm Susie and I've been at this for 18 years, and that's really something. But put all of us together and all of the energy and all of the juice and all of the inspiration, that's a lot. So when people step into that, they're just going to get that whoosh and that wave of soul inspiration, and the practical tools as well as to how to live every day in your mission.
And there's a lot of free
So it's a
gift.
lot.
It is a lot because it's 16 speakers, right? Yeah.
It's 14 speakers plus myself.
Oh, well, okay. So
Yeah.
that,
So
well,
15. Yeah,
you
close enough.
count?
I count, yes.
Yeah.
Well, as the host, it's like a different experience for me, because it's, yeah, it's just, yeah, I am one of the speakers. Sure, I am.
That's awesome. And then,
Yes, all the free gifts,
right, yeah.
all the free gifts, because every speaker is offering something for you guys to receive. And it's, no strings attached. You just put your name and email in the boxes and you get wonderful gifts from all the speakers. It's really fun. And then we also this year have a resources page. So some of the season 1 presenters are offering some free stuff for you guys this season. So
Wow,
there's a lot. It's pretty fun.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what do you feel motivates you to stick with living your soul mission? Because I know that for a lot of
Mm.
people, they start journaling or they start affirmations or gratitude lists, and then they kind of fall off the wagon and let it go. Like, what keeps you coming back?
Yeah. Aurora, there is this burning fire within me, and there's an energy that's greater than me that drives me, on the tough days, or if I run into something, really difficult, or, another mastery opportunity. Okay, here we go. You know, in those times, there's something that's greater than me that I'm in service to. So Susie's ego and little Susie and all of that sometimes can get in the way, but I always come back to my center and my soul. My soul drives me. There's a fire in my soul that propels me forward, that keeps me on this path. And I've built such a muscle over the years of trusting that no matter what happens, the fulfillment that I receive deep within my being is a much higher reward than temporary pleasures.
I love that.
Or it's a much higher reward than allowing myself to wallow and get stuck in self-pity, or suffering, or whatever. And so there's always something that pulls me out of that's internally driven. I know within the fullness of my being that I'm here for a reason, that I'm important, that I matter. And those embodying those energetics, that's not about ego. That's about, if I remember that I'm important, then I'll stay in service.
Totally. Absolutely. No, that's not,
Yeah.
people do mistake that a lot. Self-love
Right.
is not selfish, right? Like knowing that we are divine is not putting ourselves on a pedestal. It's simply acknowledging that as a spark of source isn't trying to belittle us. Source is trying to exalt us so that we can all awaken to who we are and
Yeah,
collaborate and no competition and all that stuff.
exactly. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So that knowing deep within me keeps me going day in and day out. Because let's not sugarcoat things. Sometimes life is really difficult, and sometimes life is amazing. But life is always happening, and no matter what is unfolding, when we have the tools to navigate, and that's what I'm doing with the Soul Power Symposium, is giving people the tools to navigate. When we have those tools and we have the knowing that we're here for a reason, and that it's really important that we take care of ourselves and fill up our cups and put ourselves first when needed, so that we can be of greater service, those things keep me going.
That's awesome. So when will people be able to start participating? I'm going to make sure that as I post this video, there'll be a link on my Insta and on YouTube. You'll be able to just click on it, and also on Facebook. So you'll be able to get into it. But what are the dates, and how is it going to work so that everyone knows what's happening each day?
Yes. Okay, great question. I love this question. Let's get the practical stuff. So January 23rd. I like numbers, right? So just remember 1, 23, 23, because now we're in 2023. So January 23rd. And what happens on that day is 2 pieces of content, 2 videos are going to drop. And that means you're going to get 2 emails in your email inbox. So every time content is released, you're getting an email to alert you with a link to watch that content. So if you get 2 emails in a day, don't freak out and unsubscribe. It's to get your content, right? So
That's
you want to
important to know.
stay subscribed the entire. Sorry, what?
That was important to know. So thank you for sharing that. That's big.
Yeah, because sometimes people are like, "Oh, this is too much." They unsubscribe, and they're like, "Well, where's my content?" Well, stay subscribed during the symposium so you can get your alerts each day. So the first 4 days you'll get 2 emails, and then the rest of the time you'll just get one a day. So the first day, the 23rd, is when Prime Creator transmissions are released. And those set the foundation for the entire symposium. So I really encourage you to register now so that you can get the foundational content on the first day. And then the subsequent days, each speaker will have a piece of content released, and you guys will have access to that for 48 hours for free. And then, of course, if you want to own the content forever and watch it whenever you want and engage with the energies whenever you want, if you need a little boost, 6 months from now, you can go back and you can, if you buy the replay package bundle now, you can go back and work with that content again. And then if you want to go even deeper and you want some hand holding and to really dig in and say, what's holding me back from living my soul mission, or what steps do I need to take to get started, then you can do a one-on-one session with me. So we have lots of options. And again, content released each day. Watch your email inbox. Put the email on your safe list. If you don't know how to do that, then let me know. But it's in the instructions on the resources page of the website.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Did I answer all that?
You totally did.
All
And
the
I just wanted to
practical.
say thank you. I'm grateful that I got to be a part of this. Susie and I had a really vibrant conversation around the inner child and, working through those pieces. And I'm just honored and grateful to be a part of this amazing group of people. And Brian Busco is a really good friend of mine. Kathy Mason is an amazing being of light. Like, you have so many awesome peeps. And it was so fun to see afterwards. I'm like, oh, this person, that I know that person. Like, wow, we all collaborate.
Right?
So cool.
It's truly soul family that has said yes, that has gathered for this. And then you as an attendee, you are part of this soul family, You're going to be activated into your remembering of that as you engage with the content. You are part of the soul family gathering together for this. And I really hope that you will take this content, that you'll receive it deeply and work with it over and over, because it really is time for change on this planet. And you're an important part of that, I'm over here doing my part, and each one of you is an important part of that. And thank you, Aurora, Luna, for being part of this, because you are an important part, as you know. And I really appreciated our conversation and our laughter that we shared, and just the fun, playful energy that we shared. It was really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it was very special. All righty, y'all, you have time now to sign up for the symposium. And remember that for the first 4 days, you're going to get 2 emails a day. That's very important to remember. Don't unsubscribe. Keep it on your safe list. And we look forward to playing with you in the ethers. Lots of love, everybody. Thanks, Susie.
Much love, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Aurora.